So before I begin, right, I would like to remind everybody that here, this 5 days, we're talking about body confidence. And our body confidence philosophy here is, can anybody remind me what it is? Okay, a body confidence does not depend on our physical appearance. Okay, I can see some of you are like eager to type down, but it focuses on your authentic expression, your self-expression, and also it focuses on your abilities to take care of yourself, to take care and to love yourself. So I want that to sink in. I want that to sinking in your system for a little bit. So today we're going to go through how you can actually, what can you do to strengthen, to train that confidence muscle? And there are 4 magical things that we need to touch on, right? So before we get into this, actually, how many of you actually remember yesterday towards the end of the session, and also Master also mentioned that, I have a 7-week program. I have a 7-week body confidence mastery program. And Master, on behalf of I'm Creator Company, is actually willing to do a huge sponsorship for some of you, the serious action takers, a big sponsorship towards the majority of that tuition for some of you. How many of you wrote your name down? And I actually have a name list here, and I actually showed it to Master. So thanks to our team leaders, and also thanks to a lot of you who showed the interest and you typed out your name, right? So make sure you actually mean it, you're serious. When I ask how many of you are serious about this opportunity, and you said it with the true belief, you believe that you can step up, you believe that you can take more steps to further your personal growth, and also to grow that body confidence and self-confidence for yourself. Okay, so if you have written your name down, you can put me in the chat box again. So I actually got about, wow, we got over 50, over 50 of you here who said that you're interested in the sponsorship, right? And we're actually very touched. And I've actually had a discussion with Master about this, and I show Master the list of who you are, that you are serious about this opportunity. And yes, and then in the moment when Master comes out, he's gonna bring some good news for you. So I know, you girls are very excited and you're probably nervous as well, right? Like you're anxious to find out what is the decision, what is the special sponsorship that Master is gonna announce. Okay, I'm not gonna ruin the surprise for anybody, but I just want to quickly recap. And how many of you, I just want to quickly recap, what will you be receiving when you get coaching, when you get a mentorship, when you get coached by me? What will you receive? Okay, so you'll receive 6 different things. How many? 6. Remember this? You'll receive 6 things in this coaching. And did anybody study? Did anybody study my program link? Okay, very good. Wow, quite a lot of you studied it, right? So you know that there are 6 things in there, right? So the first thing that you will get from this 7-week body confidence mastery private coaching, private mentorship coaching, is that every week, in 7 weeks, every week, you will get live video coaching from me. And by private mentorship, I mean it's a private group. So it is a very intimate private group where it's only ladies. Remember, it's women body confidence coaching. So it's only for ladies. So every week you'll receive that private coaching from me. So we have usually I give about 1.5 hours, but most of the time I go over, I go up to 2 hours. So you have that time with me and you're learning from me directly. And you have the direct attention from me. And when we're together in this coaching, this is the best time for you to ask me any questions. And also this is the best time for you to, instead of learning like this, where I can't see you. When I can see you, I can also read your emotions, your expressions, and I can sense your energy. So when we're together, have our energy together, this is actually a great way for you to level up your learning and for you to speed up your learning. Okay, so if you're excited for that, give me a yes. Okay, now the second thing that you will get is a workbook. So you will receive a transformation workbook that comes with the whole 7-week coaching. So apart from, the weekly coaching together online, you also have to do homework. And a lot of you here, you've been coached by me, you know that I'm very good at giving homework. I'm very good at pushing you. And remember why you need to be pushed? Because that's what a coach is supposed to do, to drag you out of the comfort zone, to pull you, to push you, and to challenge you so that you can actually grow. You can actually get into that scary zone and do something uncomfortable, which you don't know, actually. When I give you the homework, it's actually from the coach's perspective. So it's not something that you will expect. It's usually something that you don't expect. And that is the best. Okay, so there's the workbook, and you will have your homework to do from the workbook. Okay, everybody got that? Thank you. I see a lot of you guys are very excited. Speed up your learning. Very good. Now, the third thing, this is very exciting. Remember, yesterday we talked a lot about your environment. We talked a lot about your tribe equals your, finish the sentence for me, your vibe. That's right. When you're in the right tribe, when you're in a good vibe tribe, when you put yourself in the environment where you're surrounded by leaders and coaches and a lot of like-minded, confident-minded, solution-minded peers, this really helps you shift your vibration and shifts your energy. And can you imagine how fast can you elevate? How fast can you upgrade yourself when you put yourself in the vibe tribe? You are the average of the 5 people, right? So which is why the third thing you will get is the private body confidence VIP club, a VIP club membership. So this is so important because you need to be in a very private setting with all the ladies who are learning just like you, who have that solution focused mind. And also you'll be surrounded by coaches and leaders like myself and many other beautiful family leaders who are there to help you, who are there to walk every step along the way with you on this journey. Okay, so that sounds pretty good, right? So instead of you, like, say, I don't know, being part of a group where everybody is like bitching and moaning about something, but imagine you're part of a tribe where every day you swipe your phone or you wake up, you see all these amazing, say, teachings or tips and sharings about, confidence, about positivity, about love and joy, and all the high vibe content. Can you imagine how much you're actually nourishing your mind, your system with that kind of high vibe confidence content? And can you imagine how much more powerful and confident you will become as a result of that? Okay, so that's the third thing, the VIP club, the Body Confidence VIP club membership. Okay, now the fourth thing. The fourth thing, this one is actually very, very cool. This one is called the Wellness Guide. Okay, so I actually myself have a wellness coaching, health and fitness background. So I believe that when it comes to any kind of like personal transformation, especially here, we're talking about body confidence coaching, body confidence transformation, right? We have to, we have to look at this as a holistic picture. We have to take the holistic approach. So the wellness guide will actually give you practices. It will guide you on a day-to-day basis of what do you need to do when it comes to nutrition? What do you need to eat? What do you need to drink? Right? What are the high vibe? What are the high confidence food? Sometimes I call it the body confidence food, right? So there's a nutrition part. And also there's also a part where you'll be using meditation and breath work to help you transform the energy inside your body. So it is a body, mind, and spirit combined wellness guide, which is absolutely necessary. It's absolutely necessary for your transformation journey. Okay. So it is not just about, like we having that coaching face to face, but also your practice, your practical practice outside of the coaching is so important. And that comes from this wellness guide. Okay. So that's the number 4 thing. Now, number 5, this is the exciting part for some of you. Do you like to move your body? Yes, you do, right? Who likes to move their body? Type me in the chat box. Okay, so the 5th thing is the Super Body Elevate program. Yes, Super Body Elevate. You heard that right. So in the Super Body Elevate program, so instead of looking at it as a workout program, like I don't like to look at it as a workout program, even though I do have fitness coaching background and I do like to get everybody to move your body. but I would like to look at it as a physical practice and also body movement program. Okay, so everyone can type down in the chat box, body movement program. So inside this body movement program, I have designed a very special system of exercises which are there to help your body become strong, become flexible, become stable, and become happy, and to help you activate your cells, to help you activate your energy, so that not only you'll be strong, flexible, and stable, but you'll also be happy. And when your cells are happy, then your confidence comes. We'll talk a bit more about that in a second. So just want to let you know that this is what you will receive from me. And yeah, you're probably wondering, right? Well, with this guy, like, how do I look at it and stuff like that? You will have it ready in a digital format, and also it comes with video demo as well. So you can save it on your phone and you can bring it with you, like wherever you go. Like, you don't need to have a gym to do these exercises. You can simply just perform at home or in the park or somewhere like that, given that the situation right now may not allow everybody to access a gym or some other public spaces, right? So it's actually very, very simple and doable. You don't need any equipment. Okay, so you can save it on your phone and take it out anytime. So it's kind of like, Jean's here with you all the time whenever you need it. Okay, so that is the Super Body Elevate program. Now, the last thing, right? We've covered 5 things. The last thing, this thing you can also see as having Jean as your coach in the pocket, okay? Because this thing is the personal confidence library, okay? The personal confidence bootcamp library. Like, what? What does that mean? Okay, basically, it's a library of videos, okay? The videos to help you progress in your 7-week growth. So all the videos are designed to actually help you accompany your learning week by week. And there are times outside of our coaching, right? You might have questions, and also you may feel like, I don't know, sometimes you may feel a bit unmotivated. So apart from asking and asking everybody inside the private club, or wait for the moment where you can reach out to the leaders and me, what if you have me on your phone and you put it in your pocket? So that whenever you feel that you need to actually get extra nourishment, then you can look at it. So this video library is actually available to you 24 hours. You have 24-hour access to all the videos. Okay, so speaking of the 24-hour access, I also want to mention that for the 7-week live coaching, you will also receive the recording. So in case if you miss some parts of it, if you're late, or maybe one of the weekends that you're not available, then don't worry. We have the live recording available for you. And also, we'll be there to assist you and to support you if you're not sure, like, oh, I missed last week, how can I catch up? And we're always here to assist you. Okay. So those are the 6 things. Did you guys get them? The live coaching, the workbook, the private VIP club, the wellness guide, the Super Body Elevate. I love saying that. Super Body, yes, the Super Body Elevate program, and also the Personal Confidence Bootcamp library, video library. These 6 things, or you can do this 6 things that you will get inside this program. And the exciting thing is, when you graduate, when you graduate from the 7-week program, you will receive a certificate. You'll receive a certificate from me. So it is a certification program, and it gets more exciting. So when you get a certificate, there's a lot of possibilities you can do with it, right? Some of you might be like asking me, can I get a job with that? Or can I put it on my resume? And I can tell you that it opens up a lot of possibilities for you. And if you ask them, my past graduates, you can ask the leaders, because all of them are my graduates from my last season program, is that I usually give everybody a career suggestion. Because I know a lot of you, I've heard from a lot of you that you want to get into public speaking. Some of you want to launch your music career, right? We got a lot of beautiful musicians here. Some of you want to get into coaching and things like that. So what we do is actually at the end of the program, depending on, what your confidence result is like at the end of the 7-week session, then like we actually give some kind of like, what's next level, what is your next move advice, so that, okay, Ray, where can I go from here? So you will always be well taken care of by us, by the community. Okay, so isn't that exciting? Are you guys excited? Give me a yes if you're excited for this opportunity. Okay, so speaking of exciting opportunity, I have Master Shreya Kashina ready here. Okay, I got so excited talking about this and I forgot to check. He already gave me a little cue like I'm ready. Okay, who is ready for Master? You are ready for Master? Excellent. Okay, now girls, relax your body. Bring on your brightest smile. Have that big glow for our dear Master Shreya Kashina. Put your hands together. Let's welcome our dear Master Shreya Kashina. Thank you, Master.
Namo Desh. Namaste, everybody. Welcome to today. We're going well. We're going on day 4 now. We just got 101 people still tuned in right now. So you guys are the winners running through the finish line. It's great to see everybody. Sati, great to see you. Ekta, great to see you. Rina, Anna, Jacqueline, Sandhya, is it? Didi. Okay, everybody's here. Very good. So I was just listening to what Jing was just sharing there about different careers and different opportunities. I would actually like to open up for an opportunity within this space also, is because I remember when I first decided to do this collaboration event with Jing, there was a number of reasons why, and I'll explain why, and it's very important for those who want to excel in life. The first reason is because I see a lot of fitness coaches, I see a lot of mindset coaches, I see a lot of people do work with people on the outer work. I also see a lot of people work with the inner work. But it's not often I see people who are working on both of these, which is equally as important, the inner work and the outer work. And it's nice to do this fitness stuff, do the nutrition stuff, looking after your body. Your body is your temple. You need to live with it for the rest of your life. But at the same time, to work on the inner stuff so that your confidence comes from within, and then you have this power. And the second reason why I really was excited for this whole collaboration was because those who know or who have been to any of our Manifesting Miracles events in the past before, you will find that a lot of our, right now in terms of the YouTube, it's reached out to, I believe, around 56 million people around the world. Out of the 56 million people that the message was reached out to, 70% are female. And you may be thinking, okay, so why is that happening? On a spiritual level, some of you may be aware of this, some of you may not. Whether you are or not, it's happening, which is what people call the age of Aquarius, entering into that feminine energy. Divine feminine, which is the most powerful of all, is what gives birth to everything, right? And right now with that rise, that's why you'll start to see a lot of female leaders start stepping up. A lot of female entrepreneurs start stepping up. And in this space, the I Am Creator space, which currently I believe we reach around, I forget the exact numbers, but our data will be around 1.5 million following online only. And the reach has reached out to maybe around 60 million people around the world. And if you put it into perspective, out of the 60 million people, I can only reach out to so many people and help so many people and work with people on that basis. I can only work with so many people. And because there's so many people out there, and now is that age where it's time for female leaders to rise, it's time for females to step into their power, to start not just making an impact for themselves, but also making an impact in this world. That's why with this particular collaboration, I said to Jing, and I only said this literally, and she doesn't even know I'm gonna do this part of it. I said to her yesterday, I said, what I want to do, because I looked at the coaching that she has, I think it's amazing. I mean, I believe it's around $5,000 or something like that. And some may think, oh, $5,000 seems like a lot of money. But at the end of the day, if you could gain your inner power and your outer power, how much is that worth to you? Even if you get a 5,000 pay rise or 10,000 pay rise, your money's already returned. what if you attract the love of your life? How much is that worth, you know? Being able to live the rest of your life free, being a free spirit, being a powerful spirit, being able to be a female entrepreneur, being able to be a speaker, impact millions of lives. How much is that worth? Well, I'm sure everyone would agree that it's worth way, way, way more than 5,000. But I also said to Jing, and I said, everybody's aware of the economy right now. Everybody has so much uncertainty for the future. Some people had pay cuts, some people have job losses and all the rest of it. And that's why I said to her yesterday, I said, well, first of all, on behalf of I Am Creator, we're happy to back you here. And what if we take a selection of the students and we sponsor the majority of the tuition for them? And obviously she was very happy that we would do that. But aside from that, I told her the reason why I want to do this. And the reason why I want to do it is because I want to see who are the females in this space who are willing to step up. Those of you who have been in our community for a while, you will see, I mean, aside from Jing, we have Jane Mims, we have people like Kendra is also here. We have a lot of people stepping up in this space right now. Ara also stepping in this space, Rena also stepping up in this space as leaders, all female leaders. You'll see, those of you see Wealth Yogi, you'll see Sarah there, you'll see Lucy. Lucy is reaching out to millions of people now online, also one of our female leaders. And now is this time. So I want to build up more and more female leaders. I want to bring them into collaboration and I want to make an impact together. So I said to her, I said, how about because obviously she gave me the list yesterday. She said there's about 50 plus names who would like, who are interested in the program. And I said, first of all, number one, I'm Creator don't really have the budget to be able to sponsor 50 something people, especially when it's 5K each. It's a lot of money. Even if we sponsor 4,000 of it, it's a lot of money. And I said, number one, we don't really have, we can't really sponsor that much money for the students. And number two, what I really want to do, I also want to take these female leaders who are being coached. They coach through Jing's program, her 7-week program, and you get all the different bonuses and working on outer world, inner world, healing, everything. But I want this small group of people, I want to take 11 people on, 11 action takers, 11 female leaders who are willing to step up, 11 special souls. I want to take on where, number one, I will sponsor the majority of the tuition for you towards Jing's 7-week program. So you get all the coaching, you get the lifetime access to the tribe, and you get lifetime access to the recordings and all this type of stuff. So everything that she said before. But aside from that, I want these 11 females to also join me for 3 months. During my 3-month coaching, my 3-month open portal sessions, usually they last maybe around 2 to 3 hours long. I want those action takers, those leaders to also join in those 3 months, because I want to get to know who you are. I want to know who the action takers are. I want a possible opportunity for some collaboration where we decide maybe I want to train you up. Maybe I want to train you up to be a speaker. Maybe I want to train you up for entrepreneurship. Maybe I want to train you up for something else, you know, for some business. And I need leaders right now. I need people, and it isn't necessarily that you are the confident people. That's the whole purpose of Jing taking you through this process. It's not necessarily that you must be confident right now, because she'll take you through the process. I know, because I was the not confident kid growing up, but it doesn't matter, because confidence can be learned. Skill sets, all these things can be learned. All I'm looking for 11 serious action takers. So let me know in the comments below already, who are the 11 serious action takers? These 11 people are people who will do whatever it takes, who may not be exactly where they want to be right now, but they're willing. They're going to do whatever it takes. They're not going to be people who make excuses to why they can't do things. They are committed. They are dedicated. They're willing to go all in and all out for this, for themselves. and also to make an impact in this world. So who are these people? Just type me inside the box. Let me see the names so I can at least get a feel for who are the people. We have Rena, says I'm in. We have Luisa. Who else? We have Zoe. Who else? Who's my 11? Sati. Who's my 11? Okay. Now I want to put this into perspective. First of all, I want to put this into perspective, right? If I'm going to sponsor the majority, which I'm going to sponsor thousands and thousands for everybody for Jing's program, and I'm going to invest my time in you also, the three sessions, the three live open portal sessions with you, I need to make sure that it's not just me investing in you. I can't just pay all your bills for you and everything. I can't pay all your tuition for you. So you need to understand that you are also willing to invest in yourself. Okay. I appreciate not everybody has $10,000 or $15,000 right now. That's okay. What I'm saying is I'll cover the majority, but at least you are willing to invest in yourself. If you are willing to invest in yourself, type I'm willing to invest in myself. Okay. Because I don't want time wasters. I don't want people who are just, I talk the talk, but when it gets to doing it, fear takes me out of the game. I don't want dabblers. I don't want people who are indecisive. I want people who are serious about their personal growth, right? Okay, we've got a lot of people saying I'm in. So what I'm going to do it like this. It's going to be purely on action taking basis. So what's going to happen in a moment? So nobody panic yet, okay? And let me tell you something. Every time we do something like that, the offer locks out, because obviously there's 100+ people, and then probably 1,000 people who watch the replays also. By that time, it's probably gone already. But the 100 people in, it's only 11 that we can take out of the 100 people. So what's going to happen in a moment? I believe the team is going to put a link inside the chat. It's not going to be in there right now. But for the first 11 people to be able to jump in there, you'll be able to grab the sponsorship. So if everybody's ready, on 3, 2, we'll see who the action takers are. 1, if team, you can put the link inside the chat box. So those of you who can see the link inside the chat box already, just click on it now, get yourself in, fill in your details. For the first 11 people to fill in your details, what I'm going to be doing on behalf of I Am Creator, we are going to be sponsoring around 4,000 of the 4,000 or 4,000 plus of that investment for you, meaning that your investment for the 7-week with Jing, with all the lifetime access to the tribe, with all the lifetime access for the online course, with the nutrition, with the fitness, with the inner work, with the healing, all that type of stuff. You get all of that. Everything that she just said before is too much. I can't even remember the whole bundle, right? So you get the 5,000 worth. I will sponsor the majority of it. Aside from that, you will get the bonuses. You will get the one-to-one. You'll get the coaching session with Jing also. You will also get 3 months with me in my platinum portal session. So we get to know each other, and I will also be there to coach if any advice needs in anything. So that means for the whole package, which is worth over $10,000, I'm going to be sponsoring majority of it. Your investment will only be $997. If you can't invest $997 in yourself, then I don't know. I don't know what else, because you probably spend it on buying a new iPhone or something like that, which only lasts a year before they bring the next iPhone out. This skill that you're learning here, you cannot compare with an iPhone, because this is a life skill. You're going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. So how you return the money through a job, through a high-paying job, through a business, through opportunities, through attracting the love of your life, I believe any of that is worth way more than 1,000. Now, aside from that, for those who cannot get in for whatever reason, what you can do, because you don't have the 997 right now, you have an opportunity to do the payment plan. We've literally made it so that there's no excuse whatsoever. You can literally get started for $300+. And if you can't even invest $300+ in yourself, then we can only say so much about action taking. We can talk about feeling the fear and do it anyway. We can talk all day about, yes, wanting to step up, but I believe some people, they just talk the talk, some people actually walk the talk. So from this, we can already see who are the serious ones, who are the leaders, and those leaders, I'm excited also, who's managed to get in already. I'm excited also to have you join in our exclusive platinum sessions, because then we'll get to know each other a little bit better. And from there will come a ton of opportunities. It's like those of you who've seen my documentary going out on Netflix is exactly the same thing. Back then, Lucy had to invest 15K, not 1K, 15,000. And some people would think, oh my God, why she invest 15,000 in getting coaching? But at the end of the day, you look now, Netflix documentary, you look now, the opportunity she had with me to go up into the Himalayas with Grandmaster Aksha, the opportunity of now editing, filming our video, our Netflix. Aside from that, the work she's doing on YouTube now hitting millions of views. Aside from that, even TikTok hitting millions of views. Where does that all come from? It comes from people who are prepared to do whatever it takes, step out of their comfort zone, take that leap of faith. So for those who have managed to get in already, I see some people have managed to get in. I'd like to say a big congratulations. Those of you who, for whatever reason, is not quite in yet, then quickly fill in the form, because once it locks out, it'll lock out. We will not do any more at that offer beyond the 11th. So you will not see that offer again with the package with 3 months with me as well. I never do that. This is the first time I'm doing that. But for the reason that right now, the world needs you. The world needs us. It's going through some interesting times, and there's a bit more to come in the coming year. People need to be empowered. People need more positivity. People need healing. People need money. And it will be those who have the capacity, who have the power, who have the strength, who have the confidence, who have the voice, who have the finances, that will be the ones who are making a difference in the world. So I just want that next year we have this meeting again, except the meeting will be very different. I'll be able to call upon a lot of you who are very capable by then, very powerful spirits. So all join hands with me, come together, and then we go out there and we make a difference together. At the end of it, we come into this world with nothing, we leave with nothing. We should not become attached to anything. We should just do our part, play our part, spread positivity, spread kindness, spread love into this world. And this is what this whole community is about. I think on that note, I'm pretty much done with my words. Some I know will want, oh, why didn't you sponsor all of it? Why don't you sponsor all of it? We're doing our part. So we're just coming in here doing our part. You need to do your part too. And I also want to say a big thank you to Jing as well. I think she's doing an amazing job. I know a lot of you are enjoying these sessions. Tomorrow, there's another day. Today, there's another full session as well. She's an amazing coach. And the beautiful thing about Jing is she walks the talk, you know. She was one student of ours a few years ago of a batch of maybe 15, 20 people. Out of 15, 20 people, she's the one who's came up on top. She doesn't just teach this stuff, she does this stuff. That's why I said it's very important for people to have that amount of congruency. Don't just talk about it. Don't just say, yes, I'm confident. No. Do confidence. Yes, I'm fearless. Yes, I'm an action taker. No, don't just speak it. Do it. Do it. You got to take action. You cannot let fear stop you. Fear doesn't belong to you. It's programmed by other people. You are special. You are divine. That's why you're here. And opportunities come your way for you, because the universe is purely just responding and giving you, presenting to you every single day what you once asked for. So my prayers go out to all of you. Say a big congratulations to everybody who managed to get into the 11 spaces. And a big thank you for Jing for allowing me to share these words today. And I'll be back tomorrow. I got something very special to share with you guys tomorrow, so I'll be here. Otherwise, I'll pass it back to Jing. Prayers for all of you. Love and press. Thank you. Namaste.
Namo Desh. Thank you so much, Master. Thank you so, so, so much. That was so powerful. Oh my God. I was so nervous when I was like looking at the lockout because, you know, we only have 11 spots here, right? So I actually got quite a lot of ladies who are taking fast action. So congratulations to those who actually took, okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, just want to double check. Congratulations to those who took the action and really, really well done. And you girls are the serious fast action takers. You don't let your butt get in the way and you don't let any what if, I hope, you know, those words get in the way. So I want to say big congratulations. And I'm looking at you. You know who you are, the action takers. We are going to have so much fun together. We're going to walk this body confidence journey, this self-confidence journey together. And I want to say a big thank you to Master once again for actually adding in his precious time, his valuable coaching for you girls so that you can actually elevate even more. Combining the power of authentic energy and master, can you imagine how much faster you're going to get to your goal? You're going to get to become that 2.0, not just 2.0, but 3.0, 4.0, 5.0 version of yourself in just less than 2 weeks' time. So the action takers, thank you so much. And those of you who are still on the fence right now, who are still thinking, oh, I don't know, you know, all these like maybe different reasons that are holding you back. I would like all of you to take a moment and think about how much is your confidence worth to you. And I would hate to see some of you maybe at the end of the day regretting not taking the action while watching, you know, other girls rising up and go, oh, that shouldn't have been me. Oh, I could have done that, right? I really hate that. And like Master mentioned, I was very flattered when he mentioned how, you know, I've come through, how I grew throughout the whole learning journey with him. I was actually once that girl who was always sitting on the fence and just watching. When he played the opportunity game before, when I went to the first event, I was that girl who was like, oh, I don't know what it is. I have to like wait and see what it is. And then I'll say yes. I was that girl. And then when I missed the opportunity, I was like palm face, like, ah. But it taught me that this is how I do everything in life. So how you do everything here, like in this learning space, basically goes to show how you do everything outside of here. This is the microcosm of how you do everything outside. So I just want you to have a quick think about that. This is also a learning opportunity, right? So I was once that girl, but then, but then I changed. I changed and I knew that I have to take the opportunity. I don't want anything getting in the way. I don't want to have all that, okay, I need to assess this and to look at that. When you know that this is something that you need, you want, and this is something that will take you to the next level, whether if it's like, okay, I'm very broke right now, you know, I had that thought too, like I don't have that much money, oh, I don't know, to invest in myself, I don't know, can I get it for free? I was that girl once. And what was the result? I was like, you know, mucking around with all these like random YouTube videos and free programs, which basically was like trial and error. And I was like, you know, like, because think about it, right? If you think that you deserve all the free stuff, then your frequency will always be in the scarcity frequency. Does that help you grow your body confidence? Does it help you grow your self-confidence? I want you to answer that for me. No, of course not. So when we want to work on ourselves, when we want to invest in ourselves, we also have to look at us from an abundance point of view. I am worth it, right? I am worth, you know, the investment that's there. And especially Master is so kind to sponsor the majority of it. And that is the opportunity that I actually didn't have back then. But I eventually went for it anyway. I was like, you know what? And you guys heard from Master and me that, you know, I actually invested more than 10, 15K, actually more than 15K in the mentorship with him. And I do not regret any moment of it because the return I got, the financial return, the personal return, the success return, everything is tenfold that. So this is actually why I was asking everyone, have to think about how much is your confidence worth to you. And when you want to work on yourself, always tell yourself that you're worth it. Okay, don't be cheap. Okay, everybody write down, don't be cheap on yourself. If you're always cheap on yourself, then that actually may cheapen the vibration. And it will block you from attracting the success, the confidence, whether it's like freedom, financial abundance, it can actually block you because of your own energy. Okay, so that's all I have to share on that. Before we move on to today's exciting teaching, okay, right. So if anyone still has anything that you want to share, you can reach out to the group leaders, okay? And so who's ready for day 4? I mean, we started day 4 already, but I got very exciting stuff here for you girls. And this is going to impact you for the rest of your day and for the rest of your week and the life, hopefully. Okay, so how many of you have actually looked at the journal and saw this this rectangle here, this quadrant here? And you're probably wondering, okay, what is this grow and glow quadrant? What does that have to do with confidence? Okay, who do we have here? Okay, right. So you may see that we have different letters in here, right? MNFT. Okay, you can remember MMFT. Okay, so before we get into the details, I want you all to look at this quadrant and remember the visual of it, because this is your body confidence training system. And just like I always say that your body confidence is like a muscle, right? In order for your muscle to be strong, you have to train it. You have to do the exercise. But not only just training it, you have to train it with the right type of exercise, right? So imagine, this quadrant like your gym, for example, like the training center. So this is the training center for your body confidence. And there are, just like in the gym, you have different equipment, you have different methodologies, you have your coach, and then you have, the different stations which set up to train you. So you can imagine this like that, okay? And to grow your body confidence and to grow your inner being, just like we always mention that your body confidence comes from your inner being, you have to repeat this every day. You have to repeat going to this training gym, this training space every single day. Now, some of you might feel like a bit intimidated, like, really, do I have to? Well, think about this. If you only do it when you feel like it, do you think your confidence will grow? It's pretty obvious what the answer is, right? So it is about doing something every day, training your body confidence every day that will mount to the big result you want. Now, I want everybody to write this down. I want you all to write this down, okay? You can type in the chat box as well, that your confidence will start to glow. Today we're talking about inner glow, right? How do you start to glow from the inside? Your confidence will start to glow when you take many, let me change the word, not many. When you take repeated imperfect actions. Notice how I said imperfect actions? How many of you always feel like, in order to take in, doing an exercise or do some kind of practice, you gotta do it perfectly. Yes, having the attitude is fantastic. You gotta be, like we say here, you gotta play full out, right? And you have to give it all you have. That is the attitude you should have. But whilst having that, I gotta play full out attitude, don't see it as that, if I don't do it perfectly, then, it doesn't count. We will make mistakes, especially during the learning process. We'll always make mistakes. And we may fail here and there, trip and fall here and there, but it is okay. Just remember, in the whole learning journey, it is okay to fail. It is okay to trip. But it is not okay if you don't take the steps. So remember that. I remember during our Y4AM teacher yoga training, master always tells us this. I know there are a lot of yoga poses that are very difficult for you right now, but you can attempt it. You know, you can try it. If you don't even try, then that's a big problem. If you can't do them, no problems. If you don't even bother trying, then that's a big problem. So this actually applies to building body confidence as well. If you don't bother attempting, training your confidence, training your inner glow every day, then there will be a big problem. Then you will actually stay stagnant. You will stay stuck where you are. And you know what will be the repetition? The repetition will be the same problems repeating over and over and over again. So which repetition would you like to take? Let me know in the chat box. The repetition of taking new, uncomfortable, imperfect actions, or the repetition of staying the same and experiencing the same problems over and over and over. Okay, let me know in the chat box. So what we're gonna go through is, we're gonna go to the first M. Okay, so now I mentioned that this is a special training system for your body confidence, right? But also I want everyone to write down that this system is a holistic system. Okay, it is a holistic system where it deals with your body, your mind, and your spirit. So it is not a system where it's like a workout plan. Because I know a lot of you before you came into this challenge, you may be under the impression, let's be very honest, you can share in the chat box, you may be under the impression that, okay, in order for me to get more body confidence, you know, I have to like join like a bikini body program, right? Get the abs, and you know, I gotta do how many, like 100 burpees and things like that. I gotta find that perfect, you know, body training system, the fitness training system. Let me know if you were having that thought. I know that's what goes through most women's thoughts, because I was working as a fitness coach before, and then when everybody came to me, all they were asking was like, can you give me the abs workouts? They still ask me that now. I can give you that for sure, but I want you all to remember this. Okay, in order for you to improve your body confidence, we gotta take the holistic approach. Okay, and the first thing I want to mention, okay, so body, mind, and spirit, right? So we're going to go through the body first, okay? So the first thing, M, what does it stand for? It stands for move. Move your body, okay? So some of you are like, okay, well, it sounds like you're just making it sound like you don't need to exercise so you can get your body confidence. No, you have to move your body. So everybody write down the first M is move, okay? We have to move our body. And now you're like, do I just randomly move my body? No. You have to move your body. You have to find a particular set of movement. This is something I want everyone to listen very carefully. It's not any random moves. You have to find a particular set of movement, or you can see it as physical practice, which is aligning your body, physical body, and your mind together. So when you are training your body, you're also training your mind. Now, this is something that's quite unique here in this tribe, in the Authentic Body Confidence tribe, and also in Masters, you know, tribe, that we're aligned, we're actually very aligned on the same page for the whole body training system. When you're training the body, you're also training the mind. And body confidence doesn't just come from like training the body. You have to train your mind as well. And one of the methods to train your mind is actually from training your body. Okay, so I want everyone to write down, it's the body and mind alignment. Okay. And now some of you are probably wondering, okay, can you give me some examples? Can you give me some example of like what are the body and mind alignment sort of like workouts and things like that? Okay, so definitely not. Well, I know I have been like a group fitness and boot camp, personal training kind of coach, but I can tell you, okay, this is from my perspective. This is based on our philosophy here. Okay, so I can tell you that doing 100 burpees and doing a lot of like crazy HIIT training does not complete the picture. Okay, I would not say it's wrong. Okay, it does great job to like help you, you know, get your heart rate up and help you like, you know, boost your metabolism and help you, you know, tone your body. It does do all that, right? On the physical level, but on an energetic and spiritual level, and also on the mental level, emotional level, it doesn't really do too much. Because I have been a fitness coach for many years, and I can see the difference between those who do only just, you know, HIIT training, for example, versus those who actually practice the body and mind alignment kind of physical practice. I can see the massive difference in their confidence, especially, and in the way how certain they are about themselves. So I want you all to remember this. Now, okay, I can actually give you an example of how we do the body movement system here, right? Because I have, like, some of you have heard from me before that I mentioned that I have a Super Body Elevate program, and which is a combination of basically yoga for manifestation, okay, yoga for manifestation, yoga plus the set of exercises I personally have designed based on my coaching experience. So combine those two together, which will actually train your body to have the flexibility, to have the strength, and to have the stability. And at the same time, you have these three golden qualities, but also at the same time, it helps your body release stored emotions, and it helps your body it helps your body release stored toxins, like toxic feelings, negative emotions. So these four things, okay? So whether if you decide to go out on YouTube or somewhere and look for something like this, well, remember, you have to find something. If you decide to go with another coach or something, you have to remember that in order for you to grow your body confidence, you need to have a balanced body. Now, I want everyone to write this down. A balanced body, a healthy, balanced body gives you the body confidence. Let's see all the words coming. Yeah, wow, you girls are really attentive learning. So a healthy, balanced body gives you body confidence. And what can you do to make your body balanced and healthy? Is through the body and mind aligned physical practice, through the move. Okay, I didn't give a fancy name. I just want you all to remember that the first practice in growing your body confidence is moving. Okay, it's a body mind aligned movement, which can do what? Remember the four things I said? Maybe we need the leaders or some of you fast learners to write them down. They need to do four things. What are the four things? Okay, so I'm gonna repeat that again. Okay, my whiteboard is not working. Otherwise, I will take it out to write it. My apologies. Okay, so they need to give your body the flexibility, okay, the stability, the strength, and one last thing, help your body release stored emotions. Why I said that? Now, the first three things are probably quite straightforward, right? To make your body balanced so that you don't just have like, okay, too much muscle, or like, like you're too flexible, but you're not strong enough, right? Or sometimes when we're too strong, we are not flexible enough. And a lot of times what I have observed in people is that, they're, they're pretty weak in, balancing whole body balance. So when we're talking about these three elements, when we train our body to be flexible, stable, and strong, we're creating that stability, the strength, and the flexibility in the mind as well. Now, one last thing is releasing stored emotions. This is something that's actually very, very, how should I say it, obvious in women, okay? Especially for women, we need that. Men and women both need this, but especially for women, we need this element, release. Why? Because a lot of us have gone through so much in our life. And women, we're naturally emotional animals, right? So we can actually easily get emotionally triggered. We can easily get emotional over maybe little things. It's just the way we're designed. And if we don't resolve them, and I believe a lot of you here probably have a lot of things from the past or even from the present that you haven't really dealt with. You basically, just let it stay there, in your system, and just, kind of want to deal with it later, right? So over the years, over the decades, over time, I heard from a lot of you that, the whole body image issues and the confidence issues have been troubling you for more than 20 years or 30 years. So imagine the amount of time that you have actually accumulated. And within that time, how much, stored emotions, sometimes it could be like painful or traumas that's been stored in your body. And a lot of times they're actually stored in the lower chakra, in the lower region, around the belly, the tummy area. That is actually where the stress, where the pain, the trauma, the emotions are stored. So a lot of you come to me and ask me, like, how can I lose this belly fat? I don't feel very comfortable and confident in myself because I got this roll of belly here. So a lot of times it's actually to do with your stored emotions there. And that is why it is so important through the body movement practice. We do the right training, we do the right exercise to help you open up the chakra there, the major chakra and the minor chakra there, for you to release all that crap that your body and your being don't need. And as a result, of course, some of you want to lose that belly fat, right? As a result, the belly fat will be gone. But that's not even the big issue here, because the big thing we're dealing with here is building that confidence that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And then, losing the belly fat is like a beautiful, easy byproduct as the process of that. Who likes the sound of that? Oh wow, I just ditched my belly fat as a result of, that energy release, that emotion, emotion release. That sounds good. I mean, yes. Type in the chat box if you like the sound of that. So I just want to, how many of you guys, I just want to quickly mention, how many of you guys have been in a situation, or people, like they work out so hard, they do a lot of like hardcore exercise and things like that, and it seems like they're very fit, they have the abs and the muscles and the figure, but they're still very unhappy. They're still very, sometimes they may feel like they're very competitive, right? Like they always want to like look even better. They still feel like it's not enough. How many of you have been in the situation yourself, or maybe people like that? I myself have been there myself, and I know people like that from the fitness industry. Like I used to look up to them and say, wow, you look so amazing. Your body's so athletic and all that, you're able to do so much. And then they will always tell me that, no, I am not very confident with myself. I don't think my body looks good. I'm very self-conscious when I look at myself in the mirror and all these things. And this is when I realized, when you just focus on training your body on a physical level, this actually does not, like, when you're not using the right methodology, okay, in this sense, like when you're not using the body and mind aligned methodology, and this is when you only achieve just a physical result, but inside you're still that self-conscious, that low self-esteem person, and we don't want that here, right? So I want everybody to point to yourself and say, okay, I need to take body and mind alignment physical practice. Sorry, it's a very long sentence. Tell yourself that I need to move my body so that I can train my body and mind together. Yes. Very nice. Yes, Bing and done that trap. Tula, yes, awesome. Congratulations, you're coming onto the program, right? Okay, great. So the first one's move. Now everybody take a deep inhale. And slowly exhale. You girls are so amazing, so beautiful. The second quadrant. N, what does it stand for? Okay, N stands for nourish. Nourish, okay. Oh, by the way, all the words here are actually action words because we are action oriented. We are action takers, right? So I want to only give you simple action words. Nourish, okay. Can anyone tell me what does it mean by nourish? It's pretty straightforward, is it? Okay, right. Wow, I see some of you start sharing some details. Very good, very good. Okay, nourishing, yes, we're dealing with what we eat, the food, the nutrition. Okay, this is very important. Allow me to nourish my body with some water. Okay, why is nourishment? Why is nutrition? So N does not stand for nutrition, it stands for nourishment. Okay, why does nourishing your body so important for body confidence? Can anyone tell me? Okay, you can write your answer here. There's no right or wrong. Okay, I'll tell you what. When you are able to feed, let's put it this way. Okay, all our body, okay, all our bodies, our flesh, our blood here, each and every one of us is made up by trillions and trillions of cells. Okay, so it's biology, trillions and trillions of cells. And those cells have to stay active and alive, right? Those cells cannot die. And what feeds those cells? It's actually the food that we feed our body. So the cells actually heavily rely on what we feed our body. How many of you have heard of the saying that you are what you eat? You probably have been hearing this since you were in school, right? And it is actually very true where what we eat. And in order for us to grow that confidence, to have the glow, we need to actually have happy cells. We need to let our cells glow first. Imagine if we're feeding our body with like with, I don't know, you guys don't know, right? Imagine if we're feeding our body with crap, with like microwave food, packaged instant food, and fast food, which is a big problem, globally. Can you imagine how our cells are reacting? Our cells must be panicking right now, like, oh my God, what are you feeding me? So as a result, our cells will not show up to glow, right? And some of you are probably asking me right now, okay, right, I'm ready to know why, like, why do you need to feed your cells, and can you tell me how? But before this, I do want to ask some of you, okay, because I know we're all girls here, and a lot of you here are very concerned about the skin, the beauty, right? I get this a lot actually, because everyone's always asking me, why do I have like glowing skin? I don't want to sound like I'm full of myself, but I do have a lot of people asking me, why is my skin glowing? Okay, that is because my cells are happy. And how many of you have actually been through a situation where when you are depressed, when you are not feeding yourself with say healthy foods, and you notice that your skin actually has all these breakouts, your skin looks very dull, and your skin does not look very moist? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, I'm just giving that as an example. Okay, why is that? So throughout my 6 years of coaching, I've actually dealt with many ladies who the first thing they came to me is saying that, can you help me with the skin before, like, help me with the body and all that, right? And usually when they voice up about the skin, the first thing I ask them is, okay, how are you feeding yourself? What exactly do you eat? Because what you feed your body, the nutrients in the food, or whatever artificial things in the food that you bring to your body, directly impacts. It impacts every cell in your body. And then the skin condition is simply a reflection of your health from the inside. And of course, okay, I do have to point out that the skin condition also, we have to take into the factors of hormones as well, and also lifestyle, right? Those things also matter, okay? So it's not just purely nutrition, but nutrition plays a huge part. Now, I want you all to write this down, okay? So on the physical level, like physical for our body, physical level, I want you to write 80-20. Okay, I see everybody saying, yes, that happened to me, skin. 80-20, okay, on the physical level, just on the body level, right? 80%, if you want to keep your body, balanced, healthy, glowing, okay, 80% comes from what you eat. 80% is the nutrition. And then 20% is the movement, is the exercise, the fitness. Okay, so I want everyone to write that down. And this doesn't mean that exercise is not important. It is. That's why I went through that the first thing in the quadrant, right? We have to move our body. We still have to train the body for the confidence. And now we're looking at how we can nourish and feed this precious temple, this body, with amazing, amazing nutrition. Okay, now speaking of nutrition, I know you guys are dying for me to tell you exactly what you're gonna eat and all that, right? But here's something I want to address. Diet or nutrition is a very personal thing. It is a very personal thing, right? I have my own system. I have my own coaching program, my own nutrition program to guide you girls to build the confidence, to help you build a healthy body from the inside. So as a result, you are not overweight, you're not underweight. When it comes to like the weight and body shape, aspect, my philosophy, my point of view is always on the balanced scale, always on the whole balanced, how should I say it, balanced image and also balanced state. Okay, so I want you all to tattoo that in your mind. You have to have a very balanced body. Okay, balanced body trained from your physical practice, and balanced body as a result of how you feed yourself, how you nourish your body. Okay, so I know there are a lot of different types of diets out there, and I believe some of you are practicing different types of diet as well, right? So like for the purpose of today, for today's session, I'm not going to go into details of exactly how I do nutrition coaching. Those of you who are coming to my program, then you will learn, right, my way of doing the coaching. But I do want to tell you, okay, just based on my philosophy, what I would suggest you. Okay, I'll suggest everybody to look at balanced diet, balanced nutrition, not too much of say fat. Okay, you heard this from me, okay, but this is actually based on our authentic energy coaching philosophy, right? So if you're someone who's practicing, for example, keto diet, right, then that's great. Like if it works for you, awesome. I am not here. My job is not here to judge, like which diet is better than which one, because everything is very personal. And what I'm sharing with you here is purely based on the results from my coaching and the results of my students and my clients, what has been working well. Okay, so that is why I'm sharing with you that my philosophy and my suggestion here is balanced nutrition. Now you're like, well, what does it mean, balanced nutrition? And a lot of you ask me, like, can you define what's eating clean, right? You hear about this in social media all the time. Eat clean, like exactly what? I just drink water, that's eat clean. So balanced nutrition means that your body needs the right portions of macronutrients. Okay, I'm not gonna throw in too many like terminologies, but what macronutrients are essentially your healthy fats, your carbohydrates, and also your protein. Okay, so just very quickly, this is not a nutrition class, but I just want to quickly tell you guys that you can actually get your protein from, plant-based food and also from animal. Okay, I am aware that a lot of us here are, vegan or vegetarian, so you can get your protein from both plant-based and animal products. Okay, and also healthy fats, you can get healthy fats from both plant-based and also animal products too. And then we have our carbohydrates. So carbohydrates come from so many sources, right? Fruits and vegetables are carbohydrates too. And then we have our multi-grains, our grains, yes. And also roots, vegetables, for example, bread, cereal, pasta, rice, all these typical things that you can think of, right? But just remember, you do need carbs. Okay, I know a lot of ladies. I see like a lot of people jumping in and out, like, oh, they hear about carbs. They want to stay for this. Stay till the end. Play full out. Don't cherry pick your information. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. All right, so you need carbs because carbs give your body the energy, the fuel. Okay, so you heard this from me. So you need the balanced portion of all three: healthy fats, carbohydrates, and protein. Okay, so these are the macronutrients your body needs. Now, moving on, apart from these three things, you also need the micronutrients. So micronutrients are your vitamins, your minerals, and your fiber. Okay, those will come from different sources of food. And some of you, who are into taking some supplements, and that is okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna go very deep into examining the food or like even like kind of like commenting on like things like supplements and different things. That is not the purpose of today. So the purpose of this session here is to let you know that balanced nutrition nourishes your cells. Okay, and when your cells receive balanced nutrition from the macronutrients and the micronutrients, that is when they thrive. Okay, let me know in the chat box who wants their cells to thrive. And I'm a living example. I'm a living example that I'll tell you what, I wear very light makeup, right? So my skin is actually one sheer layer of, I don't know if you guys know BB cream, right? Maybe I'm too old fashioned. People don't use BB cream anymore. So it's just one thin layer of BB cream on my face so that, you know, it feels moisturized. I don't use any heavy foundations or anything like that. And those of you who know me in real life, you know my skin is always glowing and happy. And that is simply as a result, not as a result of expensive skincare or makeup. No, you guys all know, like those who know me know that I don't use any expensive skincare or makeup. It is simply as a result of balanced nutrition, nourishing my cells, and that's it. This is that simple, right? So when your cells are happy, then you start to glow, and your confidence start to grow as well. And remember, you need that every single day. Don't just go, okay, today I feel like having balanced, you know, nutrition. I feel like feeding my cells, then I'll do it today, not tomorrow. No, you gotta do it every single day. Remember what I said, in order to train your body confidence, we have to train it every single day. Take repetitions. Take repetitions of moving your body and mind alignment, physical practice. Take the repetition of nourishing your body with balanced nutrition so that your cells are happy. I want my cells to thrive. Excellent. Now, moving on. Next one. The next F. The next F. There's only one F. Next F. Can anyone guess what it is? I think you girls have a lot of hints already. How to practice. Okay. So that F, without keeping you girls in the dark, stands for feel. Feel, yes, F-E-E-L, right? Feel free to type in the chat box. I wish I could read all your comments, but oh, I actually would need my glasses, and it would probably take quite a long time. But yes, that's why we have our lovely family leaders here to support everybody. Okay, feeling. Why feeling? How do we train our feelings? So feel, this field, this quadrant has everything to do with our emotions. We have to train. We have to train our emotions. We have to train our emotional confidence. How many of you were there 2 Sundays ago at a CC Plus call with me, where I was speaking about the 4 types of confidence, and emotional confidence was one of them? Okay, so this is actually very important, the emotional confidence, because why? How do we get confidence? What do our emotions have to do with the confidence? It has everything to do with it. How many of you have been in a situation where you're always frustrated with yourself, and you're feeling very, what's the word? You always feel like you are not enough. You're not doing enough. You're not good enough. And you have a lot of, you have the habit of doing a lot of self-criticizing talks. Those all come from the emotions that you have in your subconsciousness, the emotions of, you know, fear. And also the emotions of fear are what? Are low vibrations, are low vibration energy. So when you're carrying so much low vibration energy, how can we grow our confidence? It is very hard, right? Because the low vibration frequencies are always there to block us from rising. So we want to rise up. We want to rise up by actually getting rid of the low vibrations. So that is why when we train our emotions, okay, firstly, it's very important to train our emotions. Okay, like, how do I train? What we do here in our body confidence coaching is we actually use a set of psychology and also meditation methods to train our emotions. Okay, and I found that very effective because I should say a lot of times, you know, when you're trying to do, you know, for example, like affirmations or some random things at home, without having, you know, a coach and also a tribe there to practice with you together, it's actually very hard for you to actually lose that flow. You need to have that continuous energy flow to actually train your emotion, your emotional confidence especially. So those of you who are coming to the program, you are very lucky. You will learn how to do that in a whole complete set. So when we're talking about our emotions, right? I would like everybody to write this down. There are two things that you need, two very important things that you need to train. You train your feelings, train your emotions to have. I would like you to always feel the love. So the first word is compassion. I want everyone to write this down. Compassion. Why? Oh, okay. Why compassion? I want you to remember this. Compassion before confidence. Before you become confident, you have to be compassionate. You have to have the compassion for yourself, for your body. So here we're talking about love. Here we're talking about treating your body and having that relationship with yourself, all coming from the place of love, right? So remember this, compassion. Have love for yourself, the true love. Not the kind of love where you are conscious just saying that I love myself, but have a look at what you're doing, your behaviors. Emotions always drive our behavior. Just simply look at how you go about your day, and also look at what we're going to talk about in a second. How do you communicate with yourself? That is simply a result, how you take actions, right? Earlier this session, how did you make a decision? How did you take actions? Those are all driven by your emotions, by your feelings. So now I want everyone to have that true compassion for yourself. When you love yourself, coming from the place of love, the compassion, that compassion will drive you to take the right actions for yourself. Okay. And that compassion will give you the condition, the right condition, will condition your soul to become confident. Okay, so everybody remember this. First thing that you need to have in your feeling, in your emotion system is the compassion. Compassion before confidence. That is so beautiful. I see a lot of you girls wrote that down. Now, the second thing that you need to have, the second thing that you need to train yourself, your emotions to have is gratitude. Big G, gratitude. Okay, so now you can see, oh, gratitude. Gratitude is also a product of what? Love, right? That you're grateful, you're thankful for the things that you have. You have that loving relationship, the appreciation, and you're embracing what you already got. You're embracing, in this context, in the body confidence context, compassion for your body, okay, compassion for yourself, and then gratitude. Thank you. Say thank you to your body. Now I want everybody to drop everything right now. And if you have a mirror in front of you, if you don't, it's okay. And just visualize, scan yourself from head to toe. Okay. If you want to physically do that, you can do that. Move your eyeballs from the top to the bottom. Scan yourself. Okay. When you do the scanning right now, scan yourself with compassion, scan yourself with gratitude, lots of gratitude, and say from the top, I love you, my hair. You're so dark and lush, for example. Okay. I love you, my eyebrows. Yes. I don't need to pluck them that much because this is not the 1990s where thin bitchy eyebrows were in. Okay. And I love you, my nose, my eyes. You allow me to see things and smell things and to experience this life. Okay, start scanning. Go through every part of your body and give thanks. Give gratitude to every part of your body. And when you go through, when the scanner, when this goes through, the body parts which you have been complaining about, which you have been sending not so much gratitude to, I want you to let the scanner stay there for a bit longer. For example, some of you, I've heard from many of you who don't like your chest. Some of you want bigger chest. Some of you want smaller chest. So for example, I want you to have your hand there on your chest, stay there for a bit longer, feel the energy because you are actually moving the energy along your body, right? And then your palm, the scanner, is basically your tool your transmitter. You can see as the transmitter of sending that gratitude, that love energy into your body. Stay there for longer and tell your chest, for example, that I am sorry. I've been very harsh on you. Now, I'm very thankful that you are here, because if your mom, maybe they've been serving you, been breastfeeding your babies, or, if they make you, look sexy in the dress, for example, right? By saying that, I'm not saying that the standard is that you have to have big boobs to look sexy, okay? I have to make a disclaimer. Whichever feelings that you have, let it stay there and have that loving conversation with it. And the conversation should be only based on compassion and gratitude. Okay, have lots of gratitude for your body. And think about how has your body been serving you this whole time while you're complaining about, how much how much overweight you feel, how much heavy you feel, how your body doesn't look like a fitness influenced body, or, whichever, having too much cellulite, having too many stretch marks. I don't want any of those thoughts, because we've already done the dig out the shit work, right? We've already done the detox. So we don't want to go there anymore. And some of you burn that page already. So we've detached that already. Now it's really giving your body that, I also call this emotional training, also another level of nourishment. You're nourishing your body with love. Love you, Tina. I love my body. Yes, you have to say it with 100% faith, 100% belief. You're not saying it just because, well, it's like an affirmation that I have to brainwash myself to say, right? You gotta say it from your heart. And I know, okay, I have to point out that I know that some of you are still learning and struggling to accept yourself, accept your beauty. And when there are people complimenting you, okay, let me know who are our girls here. When people compliment you, you feel very shy. You feel very, what's the word? You want to reject. Your natural reaction is to reject the compliment. Let me see who you are. I was once that girl. When people complimented me, I'll be like, no, of course, no. Why would you think like that? Right? And I would be kind of doubting, I'll be thinking are they up to something? Do they want something from me? Why would they compliment on my thighs, for example? I was once very conscious about my thighs because I was born with muscular thighs as a girl, right? So I'm fully embracing that right now. But when I was in my, self-conscious and low self-esteem days, I would be like, you know what? I hate my thighs. I wish I had my mom's legs because they're very thin and slender. I went through that for more than 15 years, actually. But whenever I will constantly receive compliments about my thighs. And I'll be like, why? Why would anybody like my thighs? Yes, so that's what I have been through. All the while, I actually ignored. My vibration was in that sort of I'm not good enough, self-criticizing vibration. All the while, I ignored to love my body, to thank my body. If it wasn't because of my muscular thighs, I actually wouldn't be able to run the half marathon, which I did only one time. And I wouldn't be able to race in a couple of trail races and, do all these things like climbing the mountains and, swimming, you name it, dancing, right? And also, some of you may have heard my story when, before my father passed away, I was actually able to help him. He was in a wheelchair for many years. I was actually able to wheel him around. He was very heavy, but imagine if I was very weak, if I was not strong, if I was not stable and flexible, I wouldn't be able to even push that wheelchair for him. I wouldn't be able to be there for him. I'll probably have to hire someone to push him around. But it was because of my strong thighs and my strong body, I was able to actually push him around and spend that quality father and daughter time with him. So because of that, I have to thank my body. I have to thank my thick thighs, which people used to call them thunder thighs, and which I used to believe as true that they were thunder thighs, but no more of those things. So I want you to all to have that very, very strong gratitude for your body. And when we're training our feelings here, when we're training our emotions here, this is something, remember, we got to do repeatedly, over and over and over. Every day, train your brain, train your emotions to have gratitude. Every day, train your brain. I keep saying brain. Yes, emotions to have compassion, And the more you repeat that, the more these two things, gratitude and compassion, uplift your soul. And this is part of our soul training, our spiritual training. How do you take care of your spirit? When your spirit is not well taken care of, it is very easy for us to fall down. It is very easy for us to go into that self-sabotaging talk, that low vibration, that why am I doing this? This is not enough. I'm not good enough talk. So promise me, girls, you'll do whatever it takes for you to train. You have to train your emotions every single day. So as a result, your confidence will grow for sure. And you will start to glow from the inside. Everybody okay with that? Beautiful. Okay, everybody sit up straight. Together, inhale. And slowly exhale. Wow. I hope it hasn't been a very heavy session for everybody. I hope all the words have been landing and have been flowing, and the knowledge have been channeling through in you. Great, and everybody's following okay, right? Kendra, I love you, Kendra. Okay, make sure you girls check out Kendra's swingers club. Not that club, yeah, the kettlebell swing club. Yeah, she does that every day at her time, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, I love Kendra. She's actually one of my dear friends and also one of the female leaders that Master mentioned. We're so blessed with so many amazing female leaders in this tribe. Okay, now moving on, a final quadrant here. T, can anybody guess what it is? Some of you may already know what it is because we talked a lot. We're kind of hinting this a lot in the last few quadrants. Yes, this season is incredible. Okay, very beautiful. Yes, Kendra's amazing. Okay, the last one. The last one, T, is to do with our thoughts. So T stands for think. Yes. Remember all these words. Now you've written all the words here, right? You're like, oh wow, they're action words. That's right, because we're a bunch of action takers. So move, nourish, feel, and then lastly, think. Now, this is the gym, right? This is the body confidence training system. So we are training the way we think every day. Now, you're like, oh my God, just give me the method, right? Okay, before we're talking about methods, I want you all to remember this. How do we train the way we think? Firstly, we have to change our language. We have to change our language, right? And you're like, oh, how do I change our language? Why do I put think, like thoughts, as the last thing? Like thoughts, are always on our mind, right? So we're dealing with our mind, our mindset here. Why do I put it as the last thing? Can anybody remember? I mentioned something about this yesterday. Okay, so without keeping you all in the dark, I put this together is because yesterday, and also based on my coaching, that our thoughts come from our feelings, our vibrations. Our feelings and vibrations and emotions, they don't lie, right? Sometimes they don't lie. So our thoughts, how we think, are actually driven by how we feel. Some of you be like, oh, really? But I can battle with it. Whatever you say and whatever you don't say, whatever you decided to, how should I say it? Like in your head, you have like the first thought, but you decided to like tweak it and change it around. So you say something else that is not aligned, not matching with what's in your head. That's all from your thoughts. It's all from your feelings. Okay, I'll give you an example, right? So before we're talking about self-criticizing, self-sabotaging, how many of you here are kind of going through that and you can find yourself doing that to yourself constantly, that you're constantly kind of like picking on, okay, I can do better like this. Oh no, oh, you've done it again. Why? And even when it comes to like body, right? You're easily going to this, this momentum of, always wanting to sort of like, okay, you know what? Like, it doesn't matter how much I try. It just doesn't work. I might as well just quit altogether. Or, like, why is it that it always works on other people, it doesn't work on me? Or, oh, why that's my cousin, for example. You may do some comparison, right? Why is it that my cousin's always better than me? Oh, I wish I could be better. I wish I was as pretty or as skinny or whatever word, right? So if you take a look at this, if you hear yourself, how much criticism is there in your mind? And where do they come from? Yes, they come from some BS, right? Like we're talking about BBS, BBS and BS. No time for that. Oh, good job, Milda. No time for that. Some of them come from BBS and BS, but if you think about this, right? The fact that you're talking to yourself like, like the biggest critic, your words actually come from your feelings. And most likely your feelings are the emotions of fear, because you're fearing that you're not going to be good enough, or you're not good enough. You're fearing that, on the health level, for example, if you're like, oh, I really got to like do something about my health. Why is it that I can never, do this? I need to get my body strong. Just hear that tone. Your words come from also fear. The fear of maybe losing your health. Perhaps it is also the fear of not being able to be here alive. I'm telling you this because I've actually dealt with many clients who actually have spoken to me. When I heard their words, I can tell that their words come from fear. Okay? So now, how do we train? How do we train our thoughts? It's similar to what I taught you girls on day 2. Flipping the triangle. How many of you girls remember flip the triangle, right? So when you're feeling low, you gotta flip the triangle so that all the high vibration frequencies are on the top, and let the high vibrations dominate your system. Okay, so in here, we're speaking to ourselves from the place of fear. It is very common and very natural for us to do that. True or true? You girls can share a lot of examples with me, and I can point out to you straight away that it's simply coming from the place of fear. Now, just like what we said before, in the emotion part, in the feeling part, we're always loving our body. We're always being compassionate, and also we always have gratitude for our body. So why don't we flip the switch and start using the language coming from the place of love? So now, instead of thinking that, okay, for example, I want to improve myself because like fear, right? I want to improve myself because I'm just fearing that I may lose my job, for example. I want to be able to speak confidently. I want to be able to show up confidently. If I don't do that, then I might actually lose my job. Just a simple example, right? This could be very practical and true for some of you, right? Because, at my work, they actually require a very, a very strong and confident leader. Okay, but I'm not that. I'm just worried about that. Instead of speaking from the place of fear, we flip the switch and change the language. Change your language from the place of love. Okay, so speak to yourself. This is just an example, right? So that, this concept will land there on your heart. So speaking from the place of love. Okay, dear Jean, how much do you want to improve yourself? And how much does this job mean to you? Is it simply just a job? Or is it a job that you highly value? Okay, now you know that you're not good enough. Okay, you need to improve. Let's put it this way. This is the language into use. Okay, you know that you need to improve in, for example, presentation, public speaking. Okay, and let's go find ways to help you improve that. Okay, so you have to actually train yourself to speak from the place of love, instead of criticizing, like, I don't know what to do, panicking. And the more you criticize, the more you're amplifying that low vibration. So flip the switch and start talking to yourself from the place of love. Okay, let's improve this because I love you. Remember those words? I love you, Jean. I love this job, for example. I highly value, my personal my career growth in here, and I do want to be that better person. I do want to show up as that better leader. So I will do whatever it takes, and I will right away go find ways, whether if it's finding myself a coach, finding myself a training system to train myself. I will do whatever it takes because I love myself so much that I cannot bear to see myself being, say, left behind, or doing things which are not serving me and pushing me towards excellence. Okay, so you see the difference between criticizing yourself, the critical sort of like thoughts versus the loving thoughts. Yes, I love myself. Yes, so apart from saying I love myself, just have a think. I mean, have a look at how you communicate with yourself. It is often the language that we use with ourselves that diminishes the confidence. So the more you use the loving words with yourself, the better it is that you are nourishing your confidence growth. And imagine yourself like, like a little plant, right? We gotta water, we gotta give it sunlight, all these things that we're doing, especially the emotions and the thoughts, they are here to nourish us too. So you know what kind of like thoughts and words that we need, right? And on that thought, I want everybody, on the thought of having the loving thoughts, loving language communication for yourself, I want you all to note this down. That when you start to speak from the place of love, we often will find ourselves feeling a lot more calm, right? So you can write that word down, calm. Okay, and calm, so CALM plus another C, the next one is clear. Calm and clear. So now this is something that we do have to train, and we do also have to go through, of course, like in my coaching system, we use psychology and also different other methodologies to train this thought pattern. But at the end of the day, apart from just the example I gave you, speaking from the place of love, the result that we want for our thought pattern, for the way we're thinking, our thinking style, is that we want to achieve a calm and a clear state. So that your mind stays calm, your mind stays clear. When you are calm and clear, you actually create more certainty for yourself. You're more sure about the direction you're heading in. You're more sure about yourself. And you're absolutely, trust me, you're going to be absolutely certain about the decisions that you're making in life because you have less noise inside. I want that to land. I want that to land on your head and also on your heart. So calm and clear. Calm and clear mind help us grow our confidence much faster than the noisy brain. A noisy brain that's filled with, panicky state of what am I gonna do? Like, oh my God, I'm not good enough. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? So I just showed you an example of how we can get our mind to be clear and calm, but there are many other ways to do that. And, we don't have the time to cover this today. So I just simply give you an example. And I hope you girls learn a lot here. Okay, so to sum up everything that we just gone through, the whole grow and glow quadrant, this is the training system, the holistic training confidence gym. What do we go through? We have move. So we have to practice the right physical practice, which aligns our body and mind together to give us the balanced body, right? So balanced body breeds body confidence, right? And the next one we have nourish. So how we nourish our body matters a lot for our cells. And when we feed our body with balanced nutrition, our cells become happy, happy and energetic and glowing. And as a result, our body confidence, our self-confidence glow, and our skin glows as well as a result. Simply like that. Okay, and then the third one, feeling, emotions. We have to train our emotions. Remember, repetition, training our emotions and train our emotions to have compassion and to have gratitude. Stay in the high vibes, okay? When we're saying stay in the high vibes, it doesn't mean that we have to be like hyperactive all the time. No, it's not that. It's about being calm and being balanced. So the high vibes we're talking about here, the compassion and the gratitude, you're expressing that in a very balanced, very calm state. Yes, there are times you can be hyper, you can be like, yeah, party state, and let's go get it, girl, of course. But I don't want you to think that high vibes means you're gonna get like crazy all the time, okay? It doesn't mean that, okay? So lastly, we just talked about the thought pattern, the thinking. How do we think? How do we train? Can anybody type in the chat box? What sort of result that we want from training ourselves to think different, not think different, thinking from the place of love. We have to train ourselves to always maintain a calm and clear state in our mind so that we're able to grow our confidence, right? So to sum up these, we have move, nourish, feel, and think. These are all action words. So now here comes the action. I love giving you girls actions, and you girls, those of you who are coming to the program, be ready to be pushed by me. I know you're ready, okay? So don't forget, okay, before we end today's session, and I know you girls have been here with me for quite some time, and I thank each and every one of you here, but don't go away. Remember, action takers, winners get through the finish line, and action takers will do everything it takes to get that result. So remember, before you go, point to yourself and say, I must go live and share my aha moment today. And I've seen a lot of amazing aha moments shared in, the creator circle and in our body confidence group. And I have got a lot of feedback from everybody. I know some of you are still a bit shy. If you feel more comfortable sharing in the all women's group, then that's okay. Okay, it's fine. You heard from me. Otherwise, if you put yourself out there in the creator circle and share, amazing. You're putting yourself out there, especially those of you who want to become better in public speaking. You have to conquer that fear first. Point to yourself and say, I must do live today. Okay, share your aha moment, and also contact your group leaders for any questions you have, whether it's about the program or about anything that you learned today. And the second thing that I will want everyone to take action of, did you see that in the homework here? I want you to plan your action steps, your action points, based on what you have learned here today, based on the quadrant, the glow and the grow quadrant. What are the action steps you're gonna take? Okay, just like what the example I gave you before, like speaking to yourself, coming from the place of love. Okay, what do you need to improve? I love you so much. So what action steps you need to take? Okay, so please share with your group leader, share inside your group. Okay, so these are the things you have to do today. It's very simple. Share your aha moments and plan your action steps. And of course, if there's any notes that you want to write down, you want to share with each other, feel free to do that. And I watch all the things. I watch all the live. And those of you who went live for the first time yesterday, I want to applaud you. You've done such an amazing job. I love rewarding action takers. So I have a lot of little surprises and gifts to give out tomorrow. So, the more actions you take, the more, surprises and little gifts that you get from me and the leaders. Okay, so to seal our learning and also to to wrap up this amazing energy we have here, this women empowerment, this beautiful energy we got here. Our tradition, those of you who have been with us for 4 days already, everybody take out your body confidence mantra, and we're going to put our right hand on our chest, on our heart. Okay, feel it. Let the mantra create a vibration, the mantra vibration going to your body. That's why mantra is so powerful. Okay, and we're going to end the session with a very loving recital of our mantra. When you're ready, I love my body. I love my whole being. I nourish my body, mind, and spirit with goodness. I am the creator of my confidence. Confidence flows to me as I release fear. Confidence flows to me as I follow my heart. I surround myself with love, joy, and peace. I believe in my strength and my beauty. I am open to change. I am open to new energies. I am the creator of my confidence. And my confidence is here now. Say that now, nice and loud. Yes. Do you feel the vibration? Do you feel that mantra vibration going all over your body right now? And seal it and feel it and believe in it. So while I still have your attention here, I want everybody to remember to tune in early tomorrow. I'll go extra early tomorrow because tomorrow is our last day. Oh, our last day to get together. I have some very special announcements and some surprises for you all. So you have to be here early to receive that. Okay, is that okay for everybody? And tomorrow we're gonna have something very, very exciting. We're gonna go through some very amazing stuff, which you will know. Wow, how big of an impact body confidence can do for you. And where can you go from here? So tomorrow, because it's the last day, you don't want to miss out the last day. If you're one of those people who like to start something, but you never finish it off, or you're just like, oh, I don't feel motivated or something like that, then that says a lot about how you do everything in life, right? And you are here to improve yourself, and you are here to make that difference for yourself, finally, if it's the first time, then promise you group leaders, promise all the beautiful goddesses we have here. We are a tribe now, right? We got each other. We have you back. Show up every day, be committed, and push through the finish line, and the universe will reward you. Master and I will reward you. And the universe, most importantly, will answer your prayers or reward you. Okay, so if you're excited for that, then I will see you here, same time, 3 p.m. UK time tomorrow of day 5. Thank you so much, all the lovely girls, and also a big thank you to our lovely team leaders, our group leaders here. You're having so fantastic today, and congratulations to those who are coming into the program. I look forward to working with you all. Okay, so thank you so much for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.